Hey everybody, welcome to SETTA'S Place. Today's video is the Granny Square memory blanket that I started a couple years ago. And the way it works is, if you, my subscribers and viewers, want to send me a square representing your state or your country or just something about you, you send me a square and I'm putting all the squares together, and it's like a SETTA'S Place memory blanket. And I've been gathering up. Y'all have been sending them in for a couple of years, I think a couple of years now. And I had started sewing them together. I had videos where I showed y'all where I was sewing them together. But then I changed my mind of how I wanted it to be sewn together. So I ripped all that out, the join, and I'm starting over. And I did get a few more that squares that came in. And if you hadn't sent one in and you want to send one in, and it doesn't matter if I already have that state. It's about the viewers and subscribers, whether you're in the same state, you can still send me one. So because I already got like several, like I did one for California, but I also got one from a couple of people from California. There's a couple of Floridas I've got. So it doesn't matter if if you're in the same state that I already have. It's about you. It represents you. So I'm going to show you what I've put together so far. I'm using basic stitch in this beautiful purple. It is this purple as to join the squares together. The basic size of the square is 5 by 5, but it can be any size because there's a variety of different sizes. And the way I'm joining it, it doesn't matter. So if they're bigger or if they're smaller, because I've made some that were bigger and then some that were the normal 5 by 5, and people have sent a variety of shapes. So it doesn't matter because the way I'm putting it together, it's working out. And it looks so good so far, y'all. But I'm going to show you what I got so far. I'll start from the top here. I started with the biggest. The way I arranged it is no particular order. It's just by the size of the square is how it determines where it's being put. So I just put in the first row is the biggest squares that I had. So it determines the width of the throw or the blanket. So here is, I'm gonna start this here. I'm gonna go kind of quick because it's not, I got more than I thought it did. So here is, isn't that a cutie? And you can see the join that I'm making between it. I'll go kind of on the quick side. Look at the beehive with a little bee. And then there's a great big Kansas one. Now, not all of them have it of what the country or state they're from. Some people have marked it on there, and which is fine. So you can see the join that I'm using. It makes it so I can, well, you'll see on the next row. The next row is the smaller ones. And on these, here's Mississippi. I need to plump up my flowers though, but anyway, I'm using this zigzag. I don't know if you can see it, zigzag kind of a stitch. And this was one of mine. I need to tack down the flower ends. But anywho, and then there's this one. And then going on across, there's Barbara's from Puerto Rico. And then I go back to using that mesh to hang in between. In the sides, I use that small one. And in the middle, I use this one that's more pliable, because the next row are bigger than these up here. So that just gives me the ability to get the different sizes in without, it buckling or curling up too much. It's just doing a little bit, but it'll work out. So here's this. Aren't these beautiful? And like I said, I do these. There's Terry. She has a little thing on hers that has her name on it. Isn't that cute? And like that. So, but these are not all of the squares. That's just as far as I've gotten. This is as far as I have gotten. Try to get it all in the frame. Or most of it for you to see. I think it's coming out awesome. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then I will show you the next row that I'm working on. And so you can kind of see, oh, there, I ain't got that together yet, but how my processing is. So here's this one, and see, then I'm putting it together, and as best as I can. Look at that teapot. And to get my Canada one. And then once I have to add another, I'm gonna add this one to the side, and then I'll attach all this to the blanket. That's how I've been working on it. And mainly, like I said, by size. And so the next row after this one will be the smaller ones again. They even have some that are even smaller, and more will fit in that row. Y'all will see. So after I get more done, I will be back to show you how it's coming out. Oh, I think it is so adorable. Thank you all so much for sending in your you know, your pieces. This is awesome. And so if you haven't sent one in and you want to, my description, I mean, my address is in the description box. My P.O. box is down there. If you want to make a square representing your state, your country, or just something about you, whatever you want to do, you just send it in and I will add it to the memory blanket. So, so cool. And oh, I did have a couple of more new ones. Let's see, what did I do with it? Oh, I added one that I had not shown y'all. I had to add it to the blanket because of the size that it was. So let me tell you, it is, yes, this is the one. This is from Nancy from Oregon. She's Nan's Next Knots. That's her channel. This is the one she sent in. So that's from Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. And then another one that came in with the Alaska Hair Sew box, or someone who participated in that, was Ola Joe, the Crocheting Sailor. She gave me hers because we met up when I was in Virginia. And here is hers. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So I'll be adding this in on the one of the smaller squares. It'll fit perfect with one of those. Y'all hear the doggy barking? I don't know if you hear him or not, but so that is, and I have others, like I say, I'm still working on them together. I will show you in the next video all the other ones that I still have in there that I'm working on getting together. But thank you all so much for sending in these squares. They're beautiful. And but yeah, I'll keep you updated on the next part, next section, and we'll go from there. All right, I'll talk to you later, and have a blessed day.